Now it's time for the show where content creators thirst trap. Welcome to the Nude Show.
Come on, Nico. Get out that tank.
I just don't want to take my shirt off because it's cold in here. But let me go get a blanket because I don't even more comfortable.
If you want to be on the podcast or become a content creator, visit thenudeblog.com/apply. Before we get started, this show contains adult language. Now, let's get on to the show.
What's up, everybody? It's time for your favorite game show. It's the Nude Show, where every day you got to learn how to fake it till you make it. And today we got our best fakers, our bloggers on site. We have 4 of our top bloggers. We're going to start off with Nico. What's up, Nico?
What's up, everybody?
All right. And then we got Monty. What's up, Monty?
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right. Next up, we got Monroe. What's up, Monroe?
What's happening?
You try to show off for the damn camera.
Got that tongue action, huh? Last but certainly not least, we got Belasia. What's up, Belasia?
Hey, guys.
Hey. All right. So today's show is a discussion about an article we've seen on Men's Health magazine, and the headline of the story is 5 true stories of guys faking orgasm during sex. And yeah, I can see that happening sometimes. I've had some very interesting stories that I'll share at the end. But why don't you guys tell me a time when you had to fake that orgasm just to make it through? And just for fun, we'll start off with... Go ahead, Bae.
Why the hell you want to start with me?
Because you was the first one to name somebody else.
I didn't name nobody.
We call that instant karma, so go ahead.
One time I had to fake it. Well, that was that one time. Nope, let's do a different one. Okay. So, well, what happened was, this guy messaged me, and we had started talking for a very long time. And he was like undercover deal. He'd never been with a guy before. I kind of knew him from high school or whatever. I didn't really know him. He was one of those kids that walked by and, stayed to himself. But anyway, so years down the line, he inboxed me. We started talking. And he was like, he wanted to try it. So I was like, well, we kind of feeling each other. I'll be your first time. So we met up. And he didn't really know what he was doing. And it was kind of really, really bad. So I was like, oh yeah, great. I'm not going to moan for y'all because that's super duper weird. I'm not doing that. That's Nico's job. Nico's going to do that. But I just, was like moaning, talking back to him and just like, oh yeah, this is great. Yeah. And he was like, you like that, don't you? You like that. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm saying no. But I let him like, yeah, this is great. And it lasted like maybe 3 minutes. And he was like, did I make you come for me fucking you so hard? And I was like, yeah. And I like spit in my hand and like put some on the sheet so it looked like I did. Yeah.
All right, Nico, your turn. What's up?
Okay. That one time was actually my first time. It was so crazy. So like, I think, okay, so this was like the summer, like after I had finished middle school. Like, so this is like the summer before my freshman year in high school. And like, it was this dude, I remember like we were talking like in middle school or whatever, and like he was like basically like said he was interested in me, and I was like, okay, because like I at the time I was like one of the only like openly gay people like in my school. So like I just heard he was interested in me, and I was like, oh wow, because like he was like DL, but like he was like fake DL, like he wasn't like real DL. Cause like there was some people that knew, but like he tried to pretend like he was DL. So basically like we had been talking or whatever, and we just talked or whatever. And so like we okay, don't judge me for this.
Spill the beans.
We had met up in a public location, and I went in this bathroom, and so this was my first time, and I had talked to whatever, and I'm a bottom, so you already know. Like I had talked for like the first time or whatever, and like
He fucked it all up for you.
none of us, like neither of us knew what we were doing. Like we was just some little kids up in this restroom, didn't know what we was doing, and like I wasn't feeling it at all. He was like moaning, and I was pretending, but like I was not feeling it. I was like, oh. I remember thinking in my head, I was like, oh my god, I just can't wait for this to be over. And so like I just like faked it and just like, cause I had a condom on, and like I just kind of faked it and just took the condom off real fast before he got to see it, and just like flushed it, and that was it. He was like, "Did you enjoy it?" I was like, "Yeah." But that was it. Honestly, it was so bad. It was so horrible.
Now that sounds really interesting. What about you, Monroe?
I hate talking about this experience. I try to forget it. It was one of my best friend at the time loved to hook up with people, and with hooking up with people, he would ask me to go with him, like to motels and things like that, so that way he wasn't by himself. This one day, at the same time that we were there was somebody else, a porn star. I'm not going to give out his name on here. A porn star I linked up with. It was like really bad. Like I was a bottom, and I just like pretended like I busted. Like he was just not hitting the right spots for me, and I don't bottom often. And like he's very attractive. It was just like he was just not hitting the right spots for me. So what I did was I like not only spit in my hand, but like I pre-came and just was like, oh, I busted. And then like there were like droplets on the sheets, and he was like, oh shit, like that was like really good. Like damn, I made you nut, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, oh yeah. And I just took a shower, and he was trying to go for another round. I was like, no, it's okay. And yeah. He was such a really great porn star. He is a great porn star. I didn't enjoy it.
You do know that porn is acting, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's like a well-known porn star.
Is it?
I know it's acting.
But he did with you was reality, though.
Now I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. He's a well-known porn star.
Right.
Can I say his name on here, or should I like wait till we're off count? Like
Wait till we off, so it'll just be between us. We're gonna keep this between the group.
You can go ahead and drop his name. You can go ahead and drop his name. I might beep it out.
Because there will be questions following up to it. So, but yeah, and then it's like, and then I went back to the other room where like my best friend was, who he was having sex with, and they were trying to get me to do a threesome, and like I was being a top, and it was like not good at all. Like not good. Like he was loose, and it was just
Ooh.
Well, honey, spill the tea and what? My cup is running over, honey.
Because I was just supposed to be there and support like any other time with my best friend. I usually just sit there and let them do their thing, and I'll just sit there and like I don't get turned on or anything. Just that particular day, he like the person he was having sex with wanted to be fucked, and he didn't want to be fucked by him, but he wanted me to fuck him. And then when I started it was just like it was an easy slide in, and that was automatically a turn off for me. Like I slid in real easily.
He was
like,
loosey goosey. He was loosey goosey.
So then I just decided like
Goofy.
I'll admit it. I got really close. Then like I lost it, and I kind of went soft, and I was like, oh shit, I lost it. And it was like, oh, like I didn't feel it. I was like, oh, well, yeah, I busted. But
He
I
probably
didn't
couldn't
bust.
feel it because he ain't got no balls.
We got
But yeah.
fun.
All right, Monty, you
Oh my
next on deck.
I don't know which one to talk about.
He
The
said which
craziest
one,
one.
like it's multiple one.
The worst one. The worst of the worst. There's always a worst one.
Well, the worst one was actually a threesome. It ended up turning what basically happened was I was actually invited over to this one guy's house I met online. And I saw his picture. He was really sexy, like dark skin, masculine, like nice body, everything. And he told me he had a friend over there, and he wanted me to come meet his friend, and he wanted us to link up. So I went over there, and his friend was it was like an older white guy, and he was just basically telling me that this is. He's basically telling me this is his friend, and he takes good care of him, and I don't know.
His sugar
I don't
daddy.
think I don't think they was a couple or anything. So they both invited me over, and we had drinks and talk. And his sugar daddy was just really creepy. Like he just kept coming on to me like, "Oh, just get naked, just get into the pool." And I'm like, I'm just, just chill right now. So I'm chilling, talking. I did get like into my underwear. Like we both skipped down to our underwear, and we was talking. He had a nice house, big swimming pool and everything. So then we finally got into the pool naked, and the white guy was just kept coming on to me, and I wasn't feeling it at all. Like him and the white guy was like making out and touching each other, and the dude was all on me. Like the dude was on me and on his sugar daddy. And so next thing you know, they want to take it to the bedroom, and I was like, I was uncomfortable. I was really uncomfortable because I'm like, I'm not really feeling this, but at the same time, I am feeling the dude that invited me over. Because every time Sugar Daddy went away, me and him was making this connection, and he's like, I'm really feeling you. I'm not really feeling him like that. I'm just with him just because, he's doing something for me, whatever. And so we went to the room, and me and the dude was like making out, we was on each other and stuff. And here come the white guy, and he had, I'm not sure what they call it, some type of black balls or something. And he wanted me to use those, and I'm like,
On what? Where? Wait, I got a question. On where?
no, he wanted me to wrap it around my penis. Like he had some balls, he wanted me to wrap my penis. And I'm like, I never done it before. Like I was feeling uncomfortable, and the dude was like, just chill. He's not really down for all that. He was telling the sugar daddy. So then me and the dude on the bed making out kissing, his sugar daddy behind me trying to eat me out, like eat my ass and everything. I'm just not feeling it. And the dude
Honey, you gonna knock my turban off, child?
and so while he's doing all this eating my ass, I'm really not like at first I was really on hard with the black dude I was with. But then he eat my ass and I was just not feeling it at all. I'm like, oh my God. And it was already creepy because he kept coming on to me more and more. It's like he never had sex before or something. I'm like, damn, I'm like, relax. Like he was just really
Big black dick.
and so he like, well, I'm just gonna watch you two. I'm gonna jack off. I'll be right back. I'm gonna come and watch you two. So me and the dude making out. Like I said, the dude was feeling me. I sucked him. He sucked me. And then a white dude come back up in there, and he's like, "You mind if I join in?" You know. And I'm like, I'm just uncomfortable. I said sure. So he jumped in, but before he could do anything, I kind of already bust. So wow. So basically, he wanted me to fuck him. So I told him I wasn't really comfortable with this right now. So the dude jumped in and he fucked him. And then he went, while he was fucking him, he was eating me out. And so I ended up busting on the bed and them two finished doing what they was doing. But that was the most awkward situation I ever been in. And I had to fake that because I wasn't feeling him, but I was feeling the main dude. And right after the main dude that I met up with dropped me off home, he wanted to keep in contact. He wanted to talk to me, but I just can't do that no more. I told him, sure, we can keep in contact, but I never called him back because I didn't realize that situation. I had to mess with both of them. I just can't because it's one thing that he was already an older white guy, but it's another thing where he was just so creepy with it. Like he treated me like I was a damn meat or something. Like he kept coming on to me, and it was just so creepy the way he kept touching me and kept trying to come on to me. It was just creepy. I just wasn't feeling it at all.
Oh my God.
Lord, I just felt like I watched a series.
Right.
I done listened to a series.
And this,
Honey, I was like deep into it. It was like an episode for me, honey. Yeah.
no, this is actually a true story. This was a true story, and this wasn't the
Hell,
first.
child. I feel sorry for you, chill.
This wasn't the first threesome, like, but that was the first. I wouldn't really even consider that a real threesome because, like I said, me and him didn't technically do anything because the dude felt that I was.
Well, he ate you out, so technically you did.
Yes, I don't want to think about it no more, but it was not pleasing at all.
Joneses.
But he wanted to do more than I did. So.
Actually, that sounds like about him.
Right.
Honey, I would have passed the fuck out. I'd have played dead. Awesome.
I'd have just left.
I probably would have pretended to drown in his pool. Child?
If I would show y'all the picture of the dude,
Nope. I believe you. Because I done pictured it in my head and I'm already terrified.
No, I just can't. I cannot believe that this sexy dude was with this older guy, but it makes sense because he told me the reason why he's with him.
I know plenty of situations like that.
I done pictured each character in my head. Like I see you, I see the guy, and I see the white guy. I'm stressed. I'm terrified.
I couldn't even try to drown because I feel like he'll try to do CPR.
Oh God.
But I ain't gonna lie, he had a nice guy that he stayed with has a nice house and everything.
I don't care how nice your house is. Your house don't matter to
I think it'd be replaced.
I think you win this one.
Right.
I think yours is the worst out of all of us. You win this one hands down.
Yes, it was the worst.
What the fuck? Honey. Honey, won't it?
Can we rewind? I'm sorry, can we rewind first? Like you said, I used the one that you were going to use?
Honey. He fucking porn stars too.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Am I the only one that ain't had sex with a porn star? Nico, you had sex with a porn star?
But I have a very
I was
He
going
is
to
the
say,
porn
but what about
star.
you,
not
Monty? You
as
had sex
good
with
as
porn
Monty's
star?
though. That was classic.
Apparently
Like,
so.
Well,
you
that
need
was.
to write that down. We can make some paper off of that.
Have y'all ever heard this site called Black This? Yes.
Who?
Who?
Boys
Yeah.
Edition.
Yes.
Well, no.
It's a whole
Yes.
bunch of guys from St. Louis that be on there. So it's like you never know if I did or not because there's a lot of them that be on that site. It's crazy.
I think I know.
That white man
I think it's
wasn't.
Honey, I can do a story about preacher kids too, and mine might send me to hell.
What was your story?
Like, this is sort of crazy, and honestly, it's a little bit. We could do a whole nother discussion about preacher kids and PKs. So I had met this guy offline, and we had chatted for a little while, and he was up in town, but he was from a different city, and he was a preacher kid, and he was smart, and he was very conversational. He was like really cool, and like when you meet cool people, it kind of throws you off because you're not really used to that. You kind of used to people having an edge on them or whatever. So I ended up inviting him over after like a day or two that we were talking. And like as soon as I opened the door, he like literally jumps on me. And like he like jumps on me and he looks like a gremlin. Like light skin, dark skin doesn't really matter to me. I kind of like dark skinned guys, but it doesn't matter. But his face was shaped like an alien, and he was like 5'3". He was like 120 pounds, and he just looked like an alien. And he like jumped on me, and I like was trying to like peel him off. And so I spent like the next like 10 minutes like running away from this dude because every time I push him off of me, I would have to like run behind my couch
This
or
is
whatever.
getting
Like this
sexy.
is not normal. And so I'm like, okay, dude, just chill. Like we just met. Can we like talk or whatever? And like, no, he wanted the dick. And so finally I got him to calm down. We talked for a little bit or whatever. And then next thing you know, he starts like touching on me and all this other stuff. And so I don't like to say the phrase one thing led to another. So I'll just say like I end up picking his ass up. I was like, fuck it, I give up. I'm just gonna give you what you want. So I pick him up and I carry him into the room or whatever, and he's like draped all over me and shit. And like he like reached in my pants, he like pulled my boxers down. He's like started sucking my dick and shit. And honestly, it felt like kind of good. So my dick was like hard and shit. I was just like, fuck it. Like the way this dude was like aggressive at me, I was just gonna like pound the fuck out of his ass. Like I just like put in my mentally in my head that like I was gonna match like his aggressiveness. So I was just gonna like pin his ass down and just beat his cakes up real good. And so
Not the smell, child. Not
so
the
he like
smell.
and like for me, like I don't eat nobody ass. So like if I don't know you, I'm not sticking my tongue anywhere near that shit. Fuck that. And
You
I'm
should have
glad I
anointed the
didn't
hell out of him.
because it's like,
He obviously wasn't ready.
and so
Like, stop.
I like slid in.
No, I mean punched him on top
and
of
like
the
I was
head.
just like
Yeah.
fucking the dude, and I was like hitting it deep. So I like slide in deep, and next thing you know, you start getting that smell. You know the smell. Don't act like you don't know the smell. It was the smell, bro. The smell. And so
Can't
like
breathe. I can't
I'm a
breathe.
nice person. when I like put the condom on, and he like bent over and he like spread his ass. It was not a good. I'm a nice person. So I'm a nice person.
I probably
So
would have
tried to
burnt
front on him,
mine.
whatever.
Hey.
I even tried to play it off a little bit, but the smell got
I don't know.
stronger.
Child.
And so at this point, it's like I look down and it's like mud pie all over the cakes. Like this was like a double chocolate cake. Chocolate on top of chocolate. I'm just like stunned. This dude has clearly done this before because he didn't even see nothing wrong with it. And so I'm like, I push him off. And he's like, "Are you done?" And I was just like, "Yeah."
Not
And
right,
I just, like,
child.
went to the
Not
bathroom, and I just like scrubbed my dick. Even though I had a condom on, I just like scrubbed everything.
Lord.
And then I just like,
Serve up the mud pie.
Honey, and I
it's
did.
so weird because it's like I
listened to my parents
I thought
wholeheartedly
he was
when
just
they
making
said
it
that,
up.
baby.
Like the whole preacher kid thing.
Well,
Like,
you
he's
still
totally
up
legit.
here.
So it's weird that
Did you
like,
say
I could
anything
go on Facebook
afterward?
right now. In fact, I'm
To a
looking at his
certain
page right now
extent,
because y'all
like,
brought it up earlier.
Especially if you bought
And
them,
like he's on stage,
I feel like we all had that
he's
one
like
experience.
leading
like,
prayer and
just
worship
one time.
services and traveling
One
around
time
the
what?
country and singing gospel
where
music
you
and
know,
stuff
like
like
when
that.
you
And I
wasn't
just wonder how
exactly
many other dudes
ready.
he like raped and
Oh no, I make
gave
sure I'm
mud
always
pies
ready.
to.
Honey, no. You won't ever catch me slipping. Ever.
Like, what's your favorite time?
No.
Oh, I like
Anytime
double
I thought I
chocolate.
wasn't ready,
Now,
I
hold on.
did.
There are times you will give them a warning that you're not ready, and they still want to dive
So
in.
when your
No, I
parents
was-
did
Ain't
I was
nobody
stopped.
diving in if I'm not ready.
What's
If I'm
the
not
time?
ready, you're not getting back there, baby. No.
There were
No,
plenty.
no.
There were plenty of times that my ex wanted to have sex with me, and there was a signal I would give. I would say I need to take a shower, or I would push his hand, and he would know.
Mine's this
I'm not.
unicorn.
Mine is just simply, I'm not ready. I'll be like, not ready. So, it is. Normally, I get the picture, but
Ain't nobody going in that area if I am not ready. Ever. Stop. You won't ever catch me slipping. Ever.
so your first time, no muddy pies.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Like if you're young, you don't know.
I watch too much porn to not know that I need to be ready if I'm going to have sex. Mm-mm. No.
I was 20 when I lost my version.
I was 18.
I know.
Damn, I was like 16. Shit.
Everybody had a muddy
I
moment.
feel like a freak.
Well, from experiences, like messing with people that's undercover, most of the time they don't clean back there. Just saying.
And that's why I don't top undercover. Bottom undercover. Honey, no.
Yeah, true.
Burn.
I get it when you're younger. When you're younger, you don't really know. You know, you're just figuring it out.
Bye, guys.
Jesus.
Had to get them the angels. That's what this kind of feels like. I know. Spill the motherfucking tea. He not that good.
You're too skinny.
I am so sad.
Who was that?
Also,
I'm so sad.
Oh my god.
he's so hurt.
Yeah.
He is like big hurt right now.
I stalk his life like I said if I was to ever do porn, I wanted to do it with him. Oh God.
Thank you for tuning in. Share your experience, give your opinion, allow your voice to be heard. If you want to become a content creator, visit thenudeblog.com/apply.